This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com. On code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
This is it.
Quasar has been nullified in a universe without a protector of the universe. What will become of the innocent? Stay tuned.
They will be punished.
Oh, not yet.
No, not the innocent. Sorry.
Welcome back to a Quasar-less Quantum Zone. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of the Interruption.
This is Matt. I have to storm in. Come on. Making a splash.
Leroy Jenkins! Oh, hey, there's Soshin. What's up, Soshin?
What's up, Toshin?
Hey, Soshin.
Soshin, I've seen your what is it? What's your I forget his Twitter handle, but he's been for every like, was it? Yeah, every like he gives on Twitter, he's been doing like is it 15 jumping jacks? So
Move.
I saw you were sore the other day, we were just talking about seven-year-old homework. Yeah, because my son's in first grade. Yeah, I think that might have been on our list for gym. Yeah, you do jumping jacks or
running.
Jumping jacks are hard to do at age 37. I found. My wife's trying to get me to move around and exercise with her, and it's I go kicking and screaming into it, but I usually feel a little bit better after. But it's tough.
Dude, you got the perfect setup. It's just like, honey, dear, you want me to exercise? You know what the best exercise is, right there?
Nighttime activities.
She'll be like, go down to the library.
I know. I say it to her in a Kid Reaper voice.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, how about some nullifying action?
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I'm to practice my Marvel boy. Hey! So, I was going to say, what's up? Still no new comics. This is depressing me. Although I do issue or chapter 2, whatever you want to call it. They're doing that digital first Batman book for based on the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the second chapter is coming out tomorrow. I think they're only 99 cents. So yeah, if anyone's interested in that,
that's cool.
Again, they're not like a full length book, but again, it's only 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Something $1. Come on.
Yeah. I'm like jonesing. I'm like I might just check to see if my comic shop is still open. If it is, I might just stop for some old back issues or something.
New to you. Yep, new to you issues. I think there's even a Twitter hashtag new to you comic book day or something like NTY CBD or something like that. I said CBD comic book day. Yeah.
Get them, cops. But trying to think if any got. Oh well, of course, my wife and son made me watch Trolls World Tour this weekend.
How was it?
It was all right. Even my wife, who's the hugest Justin Timberlake fan, said she liked the first one better than the second one. But it wasn't bad. It was like, there's like different trolls for each like type of music. Like there was a smooth jazz troll. There was rock. The rock trolls were like trying to take over. Oh my Lord, the old father of like the queen of the rock trolls, this old troll in a wheelchair. Guess who did the voice of this old troll?
Oh,
Ozzy Osbourne.
Wow.
Cashing those checks, baby.
Nice.
Country trolls and yeah.
Speaking of Ozzy Osbourne,
Did you bite a head off a bat?
No, I did not. I'm on a bat-free diet. When I guess it'll be out before by the time this episode is released. But when I left feedback on you and our friend Ray talking about the Batman Contagion storyline, there's a reference to the Jerky Boys. I don't remember if it got to it in my feedback, but those were like a prank phone call-in duo. Yeah. And I saw them. They made a movie, the Jerky Boys movie, which of course I loved the first time I saw it because it had no cinematic. I just like to dumb stuff, and it's real bad since watching it again. But Ozzy Osbourne is in that, and there's that's my whole why I brought it up. Okay.
No, you did mention Jerky Boys because even when we were talking about Lilith, I was like, oh yeah, the Jerky Boys, they're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you just hear Ray say like right, you know, because it's like in that prim and proper voice. You don't know if he was ever up to that, you know, into that tomfoolery or not. But he's just like, oh,
yeah, like some pop culture things, you don't know how far outside of the U.S. they got, if at all. But yeah.
But yeah, like a lot of times, like he'll bleep any mention of Batman on his Moon Knight podcast. Or like, he mentions Moon Knight at least once. I was like, great, I should censor that. I should bleep that, shouldn't I?
Oh man.
My revenge is coming at I think it's towards the end of the month because we're gonna get into a lot of into the night news here. Well, I did the April 1st episode, which if you haven't heard it yet, we covered me and one of his guys covered 3-issue Batman arc. But then there's one at the end of the month where me and 2 other guys just go over like our favorite Moon Knight artists, and it's uncensored over there. We're just like, we're just like we're breaking your epic boys and stuff. You know, we're gonna have us back. We're like, people are gonna complain. But I did hear, I don't know when this is coming down the pike, but he does the Isle of Ra episodes where he asks people for their top 4 books they would take to a desert island with them. Mm-hmm. And I heard a big name in comedy. He's gonna be talking to one Mr. Matt Tona.
Yeah, he did. He asked me to do it last week, and I think I took over a week to come up with a list of 4 comics. And honestly, I'm still like not 100% behind it. I set a deadline for myself today, and they're a little random, but
it doesn't matter. It's just whatever your pick is. And like I'm such a Marvel and DC fan, I was like, okay, just to make it, I want to pick like 2 Marvels and 2 DCs because Conan messaged me. He's like, man, I can't pick. I said, man, I just picked all like over, like big or over issues. He's like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I think I did that. And I did 2 and 2. We didn't confirm about that too, but I also did 2 of each. And I didn't want to pick any like super classics. I mean, of course, I was thinking of like the death of Superman and Bane breaking Batman's back. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't pick those.
Make him do a Batman.
But I did pick 2 books or a book each from the storylines that took place after that, like Night Quest and the Reign of the Supermen. So
nice.
We'll see.
Nice.
But, so they had to be a single floppy issue, not like graphic novel or anything like that.
Yeah, he wants a single floppy. But yeah, that's what I said. I picked all oversized ones because I picked 2 Marvel and 2 DC. I picked a Grunwald issue, Captain America 350.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's John Walker and Cap, yeah.
Yep. Daredevil 300.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then my 2 DCs, I picked a Mark Waid Wally West Flash issue, Flash 79, where he takes down Reverse Flash.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Oversized. And then I picked Detective Comics 600. So that, again, oversized.
Yeah.
600, is that the one with the Sienkiewicz cover, or that may be back in the 80s though?
Yeah, no, it's the last part of a story where like there's like people are like putting their minds in different bodies and then injured. Yeah, that one. But
I won't reveal mine until the
he
show.
Likes to keep them a secret until they're
yeah.
But yeah, so I can't wait to hear that. And Will, I'm sure if you volunteer, he'll put you on that one.
I may have to do that. We'll see. I'm surprised no Quasar issue. I mean, 25 is double sized. Come on, guys.
I was thinking about that, but then I was like, we're going to do it here. Why? Because
why double do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sort of what
you see
I
that? That
what
was Detective 600.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a Dennis Cowan cover, I think, isn't it?
I think.
Yeah. I think I've got that one. That's a good issue. Yeah.
Yeah, that 3-issue arc was written by it looks like Sam Hamm, but Sam Hamm, but it's the guy who wrote the screenplay for Batman 89, the 89.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it was around that time, so they were like, "Oh, hey, big story idea. Let's get the guy who's writing the movie.
Get him in here." Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait to hear Matt Cohn. I can't wait to hear my two favorite Australians talking together.
You're Bostonian Australian.
Oh, you got to pour on the Boston accent. Yeah. So this one, pick Reign of the Superman. Yeah.
Super, man.
I read this the first time in the car park.
Mash up. Yeah.
But anyone watching a good TV? I think the season finale is already next week, but I've been watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, I need to get caught up on this season. I saw the first few episodes. But,
it gets good. These last couple episodes are so good.
Nice. Yeah.
And it's like it's a prequel to Breaking Bad, so it's like if you've never seen Breaking Bad, it's not necessary viewing because it's a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's a great
lawyer
show.
stuff, drug cartels. Yeah.
Let's see. We've been watching Westworld, and I absolutely love the first season because I think it's so meticulous and so precise and all those moving parts. I mean, it's beautiful. Second season, I was really disappointed in. And the third season, I'm trying to decide if they're too far inside their own heads at this point because I don't know if I'm on the fence of whether it's working for me or not.
Because that's HBO, right?
Yeah, that's HBO.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen any of the third season. I'm kind of with you for season 2. Mm-hmm. A lot of it, I was confused. I just thought it was a little bit, I don't know, too much. There were some fun moments.
Yeah.
I could probably try to catch up because I do have HBO. Did you guys watch Watchmen? That was on HBO.
Yes, that was.
I did.
I kind of went in. I kept hearing good things. I'm like, how, visions of the movie were dancing through my head. I'm like, they're going to screw it up. It's not, but it was really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, really good.
Yeah. It wasn't what I was expecting, but yeah. I got
and if you're looking for, it's a good story. And if you're looking for a good binge, it's only like 10 episodes. So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was actually surprised. I mean, I'm not a huge Garth Ennis fan. I mean, I think he did Hitman for DC, which was a lot of fun because it poked a lot of fun at, the superhero stuff. But The Boys. I've never read the comic because I didn't want to read the comic for a lot of reasons, but the series was really, really good. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah. I never read the comic either. And we had it on Prime and I heard everyone raving about it. I was like, I'll give it a try. Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I put it.
I read some books after some of the issues afterwards, and a little different, but still pretty good. Yeah, show's awesome.
Did you guys? We tried the Umbrella Academy, and I was really disappointed in the ending of that. It kind of there were several things going on throughout it that I was like, what? Why this? I mean, I think it was well done. It's just it wasn't necessarily for me. So.
I haven't seen that one. Yeah, that's a Netflix, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And I've never seen it, but Charlie and Lilith are always like raving about Future Man.
I've heard a lot of people comment on that too. I've not seen it either.
Same here.
I don't know. I said, those two always rave about it, but yeah, I've never watched it.
Yeah. I've just been watching a lot. I am watching Homeland, which is a current show on Showtime, which is all right. And I've been watching a lot of old 90s Star Trek Voyager and Star Trek Deep Space Nine by myself, and then with my wife watching The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't they have that up free somewhere?
Maybe. I don't know. It's on Amazon. I know it's also on HBO.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, I keep forgetting about it. I saw an article. What was it, last week? Maybe. I guess on their website, Hasbro put. I don't know if it's all of them or just some, but they have like free episodes of the old '80s GI Joe cartoon up on their website now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Stace and I have been. We like to watch some murder show. The police procedurals sometimes. So we're watching, I think, Murder in the First right now.
Oh, I'll watch.
But
I'll watch Law and Order SVU over and over and over again. I don't care.
After we finish the third season, which is the last one of it, I think we're going to start working our way through all the Star Treks. We're going to start with the original series, Next Gen, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise.
I was gonna say you're not going to go. You're not going to go chronological order though.
No, I'm going to go ship date order, publication order.
I was gonna say, if you went in chronological order, you could watch Enterprise, Discovery, original series, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Picard.
Picard, yeah.
Are you going to do the movies too?
We'll probably fit them in where they fit, because then there's that bridge between the original and Next Gen, like was it 7, Star Trek 7?
Yeah, I think Generations,
Generations, yeah.
Which is the first movie to ever have an official website.
Wow. I did not know that. That's pretty wild. And it's
I gotta watch the Star Trek movies too. I'm itching to. I've seen. I'm missing a couple of the original cast movies, but I've seen all the rest of them.
See, I haven't seen Nemesis, which I think is the last. So it goes Generations, then it goes
First Contact.
First
Contact, which I've seen. Yeah. And then Nemesis, right?
No, there's one between. It's the one with F. Murray Abraham. It's
I know what you're talking about. I always forget the name.
It's got one word name.
Oh wow, I am totally blanking on this one.
And it mostly takes place outside.
Oh yeah, the planet where everyone like keeps them young and stuff.
Yeah, I want to say it starts with the. I'm terrible. Wow.
I'm looking. Okay. Generations, First Contact, Insurrection.
That's
Insurrection.
It.
Then Nemesis. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was I went deep into Star Trek Wikipedia because, and I've been reading all these old Star Trek fan club magazines that I bought in like a cheap lot on eBay, and there was supposed to be a book that was written about the making of Insurrection, and it never came out until after Michael Piller, the guy who wrote it. He also co-created Deep Space Nine. He died, but his wife had it published. It's sort of like a textbook that shows your early versions of the script, like a daily diary of what was going on and stuff. So
cool.
Unfortunately, it like costs as much as a textbook does nowadays. It's like $70, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think I need to rewatch the movie to see if I like it enough to.
Good point.
Ask for that as a birthday present. But,
I mean, I heard a lot of people don't like those last couple movies, but they're not like bad. I mean,
no,
they're not Star Trek 5.
I was gonna say
bad,
it's not Shatner. It's not Shatner chewing the scenery.
Which one's 5? Is that
God? They go meet
the Final
God.
Frontier.
Why does God need a starship? I was like, oh God.
Remember the rule. Remember the rule. Odd one's bad. Even one's good.
Yeah. Well, Star Trek 3 was a masterpiece compared to 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Final Frontier, right? Yeah, that was also the least profitable of the original ones at the theater. I remember reading that. But
and then Star Trek 6, which is an awesome movie. It's for me. It's
the Voyage Home. No,
it's
where's the Voyage Home?
Yeah, 6 is
Undiscovered Country. Is it?
Undiscovered Country. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Undiscovered Country versus Wrath of Khan. I mean, those are really
kind of
good.
like the last ride of that original crew. Yeah.
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 I think didn't they sign the screen at the end credits just like they did for Endgame?
Yeah, and then I think he said, where to, Captain? Second star to the right and straight on until morning.
Yeah.
I
That's
remember
a great
there was
one.
an issue with the last Superman in the 90s, him and Superboy. Yeah. It's like, I think Superboy says that second star to the right straight on till morning. And Superman's like, Peter Pan. And Superboy's like, no, Captain Kirk said that.
Yeah, exactly.
So should we get to this issue?
Yeah, let's go into a deeper part of space.
That's right.
With no Wendell.
Exactly, because he's been ultimately
We
nullified.
need like those 80s Spider-Man covers. Where is Quasar this episode? Yes, Infinity War number 6 from November. What was this? 92? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Magus Triumphant. Let's see. Wrap around.
Cool cover.
Everyone hanging on to their asteroids.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this a continuity error? Quasar's down there on the back.
Oh, he is down there under the Scarlet Witch and by Cap, so.
Wasn't he nullified?
But they got to sell books, You can't leave Quasar off the cover, or no one's going to buy it.
He's such a draw, exactly.
All right, so it opens up with the Animus engagement. Okay, Starlin. But you just see the Magus's face and his pupils on fire for some reason. Just like big letters, power. The slightest wind becomes actuality with but a thought. Grievous wrongs are righted by a mere urge. The clay of reality is molded in dreams. Okay, Starlin. Even one's darkest fantasies are realized by a subconscious that knows no bounds. It is the ultimate freedom, a blessing that cannot be shared, for there can be only one God. Drama.
Tell that to Odin and Thor, whatever.
There's only one God, ma'am, and he doesn't dress like that.
This is a great splash page that it opens up to, though, with him looking absolutely maniacal with the gauntlet and crucified Adam Warlock and just all hell breaking loose behind him.
The bad guy from Karate Kid 3. And this god is thoroughly enjoying his newfound status. Adam, is this him? I sculpt the final stages of long sought vengeance. Revenge speaking of Shatner, revenge is a reality that's not. Yeah. Revenge against the reality that denied my own. You are in my clutches. The universe's mightiest heroes vainly battle my cosmic clones. Spider-Man's like, hey, trademark. Even the nefarious Thanos teeters on the brink of defeat. But the most satisfying is the fate I have in store for your precious dimension. It is close to being absorbed and changed into a universe that only my dark psyche could imagine. I forestall just retribution until you have witnessed that come to pass. Savoring your agony makes all my efforts worthwhile. Okay, who's Warlock?
That's Warlock thinking. I think that's Will.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Magus is adjusting too quickly to omnipotence. What hope is there of defeating him?
Adam Willock.
Willock.
None? For how can one resist the divine? My takeover of your actuality using my now missing cosmic containment units would take hours more to accomplish. Which reminds me, I must ascertain who purloined them and deal with the thief most harshly. But other matters now have a higher priority, such as making your universe mine and turning it into the nightmare I always knew it could be. Say goodbye to your reality, Warlock. And then
if he has the gauntlet, why wasn't it just, hey, I want to know who stole it? I know who stole it because I have the gauntlet.
Well, wasn't Thanos like that in like Infinity Gauntlet? It's like, it takes time to adjust to omnipotence or something.
But if you control the time,
there's no time at all.
There's no time at all.
Learning curve.
I don't understand. Whatever.
I mean, he did get it second hand, and there's no manual. So.
That's true.
It's refurbished. It was hanging out with Pip. I think it was in his navel, or so.
Yeah.
That's right. The spoon is in his navel.
I'll put it in the navel. Yeah, that's right.
As the wise man once said. But on an asteroid drifting high above Earth.
See, I think, am I strange? Obviously. We have failed. The Megas has won this round.
What am I saying? But Earth?
I'll do Professor X. Already I feel it metamorphosizing into something unrecognizable.
Professor, what can we do?
Nothing, Thor, at least not in this dimension. But you now return to a realm where you may yet alter this dark fate.
What the?
This watcher secretly prays you succeed.
He zaps him back.
And then, Temple? I'm Moondragon?
Maybe.
I think so, yeah. Go for it, man.
Thor! Doctor Strange and his band of mystics. Great timing, guys.
Like, maybe now we can.
Doctor Strange says, wait! Still yet another returns.
Flash of light.
Galactus?
Returned from a fool's errand.
What gibberish do you speak, mortal flea?
Is that Moondragon, I think.
Oh, Gamora, what happened?
And she's like, don't ask.
Or read Warlock and the Infinity Watch number. Sorry. Which is contained in the trade paperback. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
If you check your telemetry, I am sure understanding will dawn on you.
Energy levels up in the target dimension. Alterations in my own reality. Yes, Mage, I have grievously erred. Our prospects have gone from dim to ebon. I could see no other option but to aid your allies in a last-ditch attempt to derail the Magus' plan before he settles comfortably into omnipotence. Strange. Do you and the others join me in this suicidal endeavor?
Don't oversell it, Galactus.
He doesn't realize he's being eavesdropped on by the Magus.
Oh, wait. Where are we at? Okay. An excellent move under other circumstances, Galactus. He hopes cluttering the battlefield with cannon fodder will allow him a clear shot at me. He hasn't yet realized he, too, now ranks among the easily victimized. But he'll soon learn, as we see the heroes, battling the evil clones. Even now, he joins what is left of the fray, taking place in the outer courtyard. He had a Holiday Inn. Only the initial assault force remain to be taken over by my dark doubles. The fools will arrive. The fools will see Galactus' arrival as the cavalry arriving just in the nick of time. A childish notion. There is no salvation to be found within these dire straits.
Money for nothing, and you
have all the little tin soldiers set up exactly as I want them. As he's rubbing that infinity gauntlet, the game is over. Time to tidy up. Is that all?
That's the Hulk, right?
The bad guys.
Say Drax. Just another snap. Looks like a big cosmic whirlwind picking everybody up.
Yeah,
even Galactic.
Mm-hmm.
Now my house is at last in order. And look, because he has everyone in a big energy bubble or whatever. Even Galactus. Behold God's trophy room. Let all the cosmos see that mine is the will, and let none dispute this claim. Oh man, they shouted you out, dude. The Magus is truly unique. There has never been anything under the stars like him, nor will there ever be someone who talks in the third person like this.
Boastful shadow.
That is all about the change. With a touch you shall cease to be. and all trace of your ever existing will be obliterated. None will remember you because you will never have been. You then will be the shadow. We see a boom.
And Thanos walks in, eyes and hands flaming. He
Like
who
one
is
hand.
oh yeah. He who has always been such.
Thanos.
The original. I see my thrall has fallen before your rage.
And in doing so has sealed your fate
A claim
also.
that rings hollow in light of current circumstances, I'd say.
Appearances are deceiving.
Advice from the king of deceivers?
But in this matter, I speak the truth. It is all over for you, Magus.
Is it now? On your word alone, I should surrender supreme power and throw myself upon your tender mercies.
That is the wisest course open to you.
Don't. You would dare mock me? Do you not realize what it is I have become? I am God! Bow to me.
And Thanos is resisting, but he's engulfed in energy all around him. Not willingly, as he begins to bend the knee, and only for the moment. For reality is not what you perceive.
Reality?
And then he fires at him with his one gauntleted fist. "'Tis a thread which has escaped your grasp. And so the weave of your tapestry begins to unravel," as he hits him with his left ungauntleted hand right in the face.
No! Then he backhands him back. No! You lie! Omit the falsehood of your words. Go not to perdition with an untruth on your lips.
I do
Liar!
not.
I think that's warp.
That's Warlock. Is this too a lie,
What?
Magus?
As Adam Warlock grabs the gauntlet.
A shade who refuses to
One
fade
that
into
faultlessly
oblivion?
seeks to pit its will against my own?
I am now in contact with the Infinity Gauntlet. The power was mine long before you dreamt of usurping it. I think you'll find the Infinite well remembers my touch.
But it will be the force of personality that wins this fray.
A challenge I gladly
Bravo
answer.
from a vessel with neither good nor evil within.
Will is not affected
Talk
by
about
such
talking in the
abstracts.
third
Oh,
person.
sorry.
Cannot prevail against your own darker half. I am pure animus, Warlock. I am the depths from which greatness comes.
You are destruction and greed. From such ashes no phoenix will rise. All citadels are built on the ruins of what has come before. It is the way of all worlds. Is that still? Yeah. Out of the flame springs tempered steel. No, Magus, your fire burns too fiercely. Slag is the height of your creativity.
Everything seems to blow up.
Yeah, the whole superhero and Galactus bubble.
Hanging onto the asteroids like the cover. Cap saying, Thanos, what happened?
A clash of would-be
What
gods.
are you talking about, Titan?
Look for yourself. Either behold salvation or Armageddon.
Lord. See, like giant Magus and Adam Warlock duking it out.
Who is this speaking?
I think the left
that
page
Warlock?
might be, wait, is the left page right page?
Yeah, the left page is Magus.
All right.
Oh, okay,
Good and
gotcha.
evil are joint partners in the drive that is life. Without that union, a man is just barely capable of sentient thoughts. Can you not already feel my dark will overwhelming your meager efforts, Warlock?
What I sense is the empty clang of words without conviction to give them mass, Megas. Corruption such as yours will never summon the inner resources needed to overcome its own base nature. We shall see.
I've seen that big.
Galactus is looking on. A disruption of the reality flow. Thanos, they've lost control of that aspect without the Galactus. You must.
The reality's all distorted in the cover of Fantastic Four 370.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a little like Silver Surfer Black too.
Yeah.
To me, my vessel. And then things seem to be fine inside the vessel.
Yeah.
Thanos, expertly accomplished world killer, but this is only a temporary retrieve. Quiet, fool! Mighty Galactus knows what must be done. Does Mighty Galactus also know that our chances of outrunning this disturbance are minimal? Does annoying Thanos have an alternative course of action to suggest? No. Then let the silence reign.
I don't know what's better, that dialogue with Conan just talking smack about himself.
You expertly argued with yourself. Bravo.
Thank you.
Megas, our conflict rends asunder the prize we both crave. Then in victory I shall rebuild from the wreckage. Yes, I said victory. Your concern is the weakness that I sought. Wait,
I don't know.
Did I read? This is all Warlock still, right?
I think it was a little tit for tat, but we get that.
Because in the panel with Magus, it's like, is the chink in the armor that shall undo you? Open your arms wide, Warlock. Embrace the Stygian darkness.
No, it cannot end like this.
Is this some kind of
Nor
desperate
shall
trick,
it.
Warlock? Who? And we see like another. This whole thing's like a duplicate gem.
Yeah, they're shot in different
What
directions.
is going on here? Having difficulty focusing my cosmic perceptions to this circumstance?
For reality is playing diabolical tricks on you, would-be conqueror. It shifts and alters faster than mere corporeal senses can perceive. Megas, learn now the folly of your ambitions. Behold the truth.
No, it cannot be. Eternity and infinity together?
Oh,
Do you want this one, Matt?
Sure. You want two people arguing? I got it. All right. Or they're collaborating. Okay. Now, who is the fool, Magus? In your ignorance, you thought you had imprisoned a single astral entity, bound it to your will. Did you truly think that the aspect of all there is was divided into manageable sections for your convenience? Had you no inkling that eternity and infinity are but different sides of the same coin? If so, your plans were doomed from the start.
Open your arms wide, Magus.
Not Galactus. Senses showing the core of the disruption is imploding. Outer manifestations should triple within the next few seconds.
Our chances of outdistancing the blast?
Non-existent.
And Free just in the corner hugging his wife. Reading's going off the scale.
And then Thanos violating the reign of silence. A pity. We'll never know who won, Warlock or the Magus. But I guess in the end, it little matters.
And another late show. And everyone wakes up on top of the Fantastic Four on Fort Freedom's Plaza. Impossible. We're back at Fort Freedom's Plaza. How? Johnny's like, who cares?
We're back alive! I can see glancing straight
And the
from me.
Avengers are back in the mansion. My guess is that Warlock... Oh, look, there's Black Widow. My guess is that Warlock won his battle.
Thor rubbing his head. I must have. I don't feel any different. Hercules. I have little taste for such cosmic conflicts.
Highly unsatisfying. It is not enough to know the war is won without fully understanding its outcome.
Amen. Give me a one-on-one slugfest anytime, eh?
Bub.
Wolverine.
Unfortunately, Existence is not prepackaged into such easily digestible bits.
Surfer, what now? Reality is saved, but is it once again ruled over by one whom I cannot bring myself to fully trust?
Nova talking to Galactus. You mean Warlock is now God?
To the victor went the Infinity Gauntlet in all its power. It is a situation that must be carefully investigated. But
Galactus, didn't Warlock give up ultimate power once before?
Yes, but he might not be so willing a second time. And Thanos, Moondragon, and the Infinity Watch are kind of gathered around Adam Warlock in bed. No gauntlet on his hand, though. And Thanos says, it obviously took every iota of his willpower to set things as right as he could.
You even got my space gem back.
I'll put it in my navel. But this time he wasn't able to universally wipe away the memory of what has occurred. That'll mean trouble down the line.
And Gamora's like, none Warlock need worry about. Not as long as he remains in a catatonic state. And Drax, Destroyer not sure what went down. Can anyone explain it to me?
Warlock and I gave the Magus a taste of godhood, just a taste. We knew we wouldn't be able to resist the lure of the Infinity Gems gathered together for the taking. It was obvious from the start he was playing a larger hand than he already held. It was also quite apparent that he didn't have complete control of the situation. His double of me, always appearing at the edge of things, proved that. The creature stank of betrayal and ambition. Realizing we were under constant surveillance, a surreptitious trap was set. Using the replication system on my vessel, I produced a reasonable but powerless facsimile of the reality gem. At best, the Magus merely had the illusion of omnipotence, no more.
And without that aspect, the Magus was vulnerable.
But too intoxicated with the power he did possess to notice.
Warlock never had the reality gem, did he? Which means it really does have a guardian.
And that may be a secret he'll take to his grave.
Whose true identity remains a mystery to everybody but Adam. You don't figure him to be coming out of his stupor, do you?
Are your mental powers picking up any brainwave activity from Warlock?
Hey, gang, we got more company.
No, but...
Eternity.
Yeah, no,
oh, wait.
It's Gamora.
Eternity. I figure we might be seeing you.
Once again, I am reality, and in debt to the man who lies beside you. But that changes little in this universe. That is I. I hereby reinstitute the restrictions set upon the Infinity Gems.
The gratitude of kings, huh?
Let it be known, the power that the living tribunal represents will never again allow the gems to work in unison, no matter what the crisis.
That was
farewell.
Short and sweet, kind of like me.
Well, that at least takes some of the pressure off the Infinity Watch.
Godhood being the end goal, maybe our Infinity Gems won't be such a coveted prize.
I would not count on that if I were you.
I heard what you said about Adam not reviving. You're wrong.
And if I am, what will he awaken as? He now carries within him darkness without benefit of light to cut through the shadows. If Warlock comes around, he may prove a more heinous villain than I ever was.
With the Magus? Adam waste them?
Do you think your friend's capable of such an act?
Yeah.
Perhaps before the original Infinity Gauntlet affair he might have. Not now. Today's Warlock would never be so wasteful. Yes, I do. Now, I will be departing now before my presence here becomes known to outside forces. That is, if you have no objections.
The Magus would have succeeded in his mad quest if not for your intervention.
That would not stop this world's champions from attempting to pound me into submission given half a chance.
And rightly so, I might add. Still, you changed from the cold and distant creature that raised me. Different even from the man who came here just yesterday seeking help.
Death has rejected me. Like it or not, Thanos of Titan is now one of the living. Life is
I like that he grabs the cigar and break it.
Life is change, a sentiment I fully share. That man of yours is too
Thanos,
wily
I
a
pray
foe.
when next we meet, it will not be his enemies. He's not my man.
Whatever you say, Gamora.
May you
Farewell.
Also, Titan. The man's no good. Shoots a good cigar that way? That's sick. Gamora comes over. Sleep, dear Adam. Mend. We all have need of your strength. Drax, you said it, lady. And in Soul World, in the Soul Gem, where the spirits, the Soul Gem snatches go to spend eternity. For most, it is a place of peace and harmony, but not for the Magus. So close, the entire universe within my grasp, and I let it slip away. Next time I shall hold on tighter. Yes, there will be a next time. From this Emerald Haven I shall make my comeback. Here I shall twist my metaphysics to seize control of a reality that has abandoned me. I shall raise a psychic army that will usurp Warlock's control of this realm. First Soul World and then the stars. You two will be my first recruits, the vanguard of my destiny.
So that's what I told her.
What?
And she said,
I passed through them? That can't
Exactly
have happened.
what you'd expect.
This is a world of souls. I am but a darker corner of that which is Warlock, but a full spirit in itself. In this sphere I cannot even cast a shadow, not even a shade. Nothing. Less than nothing.
and Thanos is back at the farm. And what now are you, Lord Thanos? Hero? Villain? Neither? Maybe just wiser. The Magus would have held firm to ultimate power he gained, a solid grip on it. He would not have subconsciously surrendered it like I in days past. Now, who knows? Gamora was correct. Changes are taking place within me. Even old dogs can learn new tricks. With insight, one's horizons widen. And as I always said, knowledge is power. Lesson learned. The one true victory. Perhaps now Thanos could retain ultimate power were he to gain it again. But do I still crave such an exotic dish? I suspect future events will answer that rhetorical query. Yet, still other more pressing questions remain. The most important being who stole the Magus' cosmic containment units. In the rush of victory and its accompanying bedlam, I doubt that any, but I have given this mystery much thought. I think of only one viable suspect. The Magus was created when Warlock used the Infinity Gems to expel all good and evil from his self to become a better supreme being. All good and evil. Today, the evil was soundly defeated. And then...
Is that him talking?
I think that's still him.
Thanos, yeah.
We see a big full page of the gems floating in space, surrounding a naked lady in a crisscross applesauce pose. Unfortunately, someday the universe will have to deal with Warlock's good side. I fear that may yet prove to be the greater threat.
Gosh, it's almost like they were setting this up for another Infinity
Crusade,
series.
if
Wonder
you
what
will.
that could be.
Indiana
Perhaps.
Warlock and the Infinity Crusade.
Yeah.
So, you know what bugs me about this issue? No one mentions Quasar, not that he sacrificed himself or nothing.
Yeah. That was all last issue, man.
I
A
know.
lot has happened. You know.
I mean, if you're just reading Infinity
Reality.
War, Quasar blinked out last issue, and then like no one says nothing. I know Cap is like a moment of silence for him and Quasar 40, but that's
true.
like Starlin again giving no love to Quasar.
That's true. I mean, if Warlock had the
Exactly.
power, why didn't he just bring it back?
Well, I mean,
a
we'll
lot
get
of
to it
unanswered questions. They'll probably clear it all up in Infinity Crusade.
even though there's no more
Yeah.
Quasar.
At all, yeah.
But I mean, it's just unless
Yeah.
I guess if you had the Infinity Gauntlet, maybe. But I was going to say, could these big, powerful cosmic beings not even pull him out of the White Room?
Yeah.
What? I don't know what you're talking. What this white
I'll get
room?
back to you in a month.
What's that?
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, Phil. Yeah, I really feel like Quasar was trucking along once it hit Journeys into Mystery. Or Journey, whatever it was. Yeah, Journeys into Mystery. It started really picking up steam. Cosmos, it picked up more steam. And it was still getting, I think, better, up through Galactic Storm. But Infinity War kind of derailed it, I feel like, where it was going, what they were doing. And I don't know that it ever kind of recovered to where, I mean, it's 10 issues until we get back to him on Earth with Kayla back on Earth and some semblance of normalcy, right?
Yeah. Even too. Well, I mean, I'm glad Quasar is always like in the thick of things with Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War, but I think the crossovers kind of hurt him because, like, even like with this one, like, when Grunwald was like, "Oh, I have to like kill Quasar again," it's like I just did this and
I just did that, yeah. So he had to do it differently, and I get that. And even I guess the Infinity Gauntlet crossover, the first one, where he's fighting Thanos, it's okay. The second one where he's fighting the other Quantum Banders, that's a pretty awesome issue. So that was Grunwald using the crossover to the best effect, I think. Here, I think he tried to use it for best effect, but I don't know. I just feel like that decision kind of derailed where Quasar was going for lots of issues.
We're even going to get a big after effect of those Infinity Gauntlet crossover issues next couple weeks here.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy fake eternal, whatever.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Matt Coney, get the Ray?
No, just get to Ray. I don't know. I'm in the same boat. Quasar kind of got a raw deal for his pretty important role in this, as a sacrificing himself. And I mean, really, this was mostly Warlock versus Magus. I mean, even you got to see what happened. The superheroes got back and everything was fine, but this was a mostly cosmic entity
lots of pontificating
issue,
and light shows. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it was, me and Warlock knew that the Magus was coming, so we faked him out, and it was a fake out all along, and we just played along. I'm like,
and again, Starlin's love for Adam Warlock, Infinity and Eternity were inside him. Oh, Thanos, again, with what Grunwald did, why wouldn't at least Infinity be in Quasar or help Quasar?
Because
wasn't he like a favorite? Wasn't he like a favorite son or something? Yeah. After issue 25, I'll go and hedge my bets with Quasar. No, because it's Starlin.
Yeah, exactly. But no, not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, we know by many demonstrable passages that Starlin is not a fan of Quasar.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Should we see what Mr. Ray has to say?
Oh, well.
Oh, I guess he must not be too impressed either. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, that's the best thing out. Before we started on Saturday, Matt, I was like, Will, I said, Will, I said, Ray, I said, how long was your longest feedback? I said, was it like 4 or 5 some minutes? And he's like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, oh, well, Matt Conan just sent us like a little over 7-minute feedback. And he's like, oh, always comparing sizes. His has to be bigger.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right. So here it is. Second biggest, Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast.
Hello, Quantum Zoners. It's Ray here, giving some thoughts on Infinity War number 6, the conclusion to the mighty event. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it wrapped up things pretty well as kind of leading into what we all know will be the Infinity Crusade. I think a far less successful event than the Infinity War. But no, it was enjoyable. Issue 6. I made time to have a look once everyone was captured by the Magus in that big golden bubble to find Quasar. I saw Quasar there, so that was good. I didn't see Moon Knight, but I know he wasn't in the Expeditionary Force, so that's understandable. For things I kind of like Thanos' turn of character in this. He is great as a villain. I mean, he's fantastic as a villain, but his development as a character, which Stalin has done, I think has been really good. There's still a little bit of him that could be persuaded to be evil and go for power again, but something a little bit wiser about him, which I really do like. The cosmic objects, or what are they? The cosmic cubes and containments and stuff, I guess explained at the end there. They will feature in later on. But I know you guys most likely know, and it's been far too long for me to remember, but the reality gem. So that was the one thing that was hanging up in the air. It wasn't the real reality gem, which was in the end the downfall for the Magus. So I wonder where it is. I wonder who has it. Anyway, keen to know if you guys know now, or if you've forgotten indeed as well, and are keen to find out later on. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. It was a fun little romp. I mean, again, Infinity Gauntlet, I think, far outshines this. But revisiting this again and reading the crossovers have been fun. So it doesn't seem to be as bad as when I first read it. But by no means is it a classic. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Have a good one and keep it quantum.
Ooh. But yes, Adam Warlock returns, at least for us, in Quasar 53.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that didn't Thanos actually have the reality gem?
I thought wasn't he like the one mysterious
wasn't he the guardian of one of them? Let's see. Warlock negotiates a deal. I'll try to take the watches again. Guardian of the Time Gem. Maxim became the Time Gem. Reality. Jeez, where's the reality gem?
Well, reality TV became big a couple years after that, so maybe that's
powered by Kardashians.
That's right. Probably. Thanos, yeah, alien guardian of the reality gem. While it's this Wikipedia, thank you, Wikipedia. Members of Adam Warlock's first version of the Infinity Watch. Adam Warlock had the Soul Gem. Drax the Destroyer had the Power Gem. Gamora had the Time Gem. Maxim was the second Guardian of the Time Gem. Moondragon the Mind Gem. Pip the Troll the Space. And Thanos was the Reality Gem. Now you know. It also says here, While Thanos' possession of the Reality Gem could grant him virtually anything that he desired, a temporarily resurrected Captain Marvel, I assume, suggested that Thanos was chosen by Warlock because he was the only being in the universe wise enough not to use it. He came to understand when he held the gauntlet that greater power would not satisfy him. He also knew that the reality gem was in its own way the most dangerous of the gems and required the simultaneous use of
So what
the
he
other
learned was with
gems to
great
keep
power
his
comes
powers
great
under
responsibility.
control.
Take a drink, Lilith.
Thanks, Uncle Ben. Apparently, there's been a Doctor Strange Infinity Watch version, a Loki's Infinity Watch version, and a second version of Adam Warlock's. Huh.
Yes.
So that's interesting.
Anything else, or should we fill these people in what's to come? All right. Well, next,
I think we should fill them in on
we're
what's to
going
come.
to flash back to probably our oldest so far. Well, it's Marvel Super Action number 4, which reprints the 50s Marvel Boy stuff. So, yeah, 50s. I think that's the earliest. And
yeah, I don't think we go back any further.
After that, we'll be doing 1975's Fantastic Four 164, followed the next episode by 165. So get ready for more Matt Conant, Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
And hey, there should not be spoilers there because in Quasar number 1,
right. Yes, if you
we know exactly what happens.
Go listen to episode 1 of the Quantum Zone
in those issues.
And then Quasar 41 with the Avengers gets. Yes, that's right. Hey, Hercules and Thor. Let's stop Conan again.
Way to go, Matt. Way to go.
And then issue 42. Not only do we find out what happened to Quasar, but
what happened?
It all went right. So just look at how goodness Matt Conant's going to be bringing you in the next couple of weeks. Ben Grimm, Hercules, the Punisher.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Thor.
Yeah. I got a big plate.
You have a big plate?
I got a big plate in front of me. It's got to be longer. I need a full length one. Let's sprinkle some Pim Posh on it to make it better.
So Marvel Super Action, doesn't it redo?
I don't think it's
all this. There's like 4 or 5 stories, 6 stories, something like that.
First one's from Marvel Boy number 1, and then I think there's only like 1 or 2 other ones, but I don't know if it even tells you what issues they were from. But I mean,
a second, let me take a look.
Just be prepared, gentlemen, because this thing is like wordy.
Yes.
God,
yes, it is.
On this issue.
Let's see. So there were 2 issues from 1950 and 51 of Marvel Boy.
Okay.
I'm looking at comics.org, which is the Grand Comics database. Let's see. There's the first story is Marvel Boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's another Eyes of Death is the second story. So there's 2 stories in number 1.
Yeah, but does it reprint the full number 1? Because I know it like does the origin, but then like on page 10, it's like Bob Grayson solved the problem of the new continent, and it's like, editor's note, Marvel Boy number 1.
Oh, okay. And then we get the 0 Hour. I wonder if DC knows about that. From number 2, we get a Bill Everett Marvel Boy story. Blast of Doom. So that's 4 pages. That's 4. And that looks. Bill Everett Marvel Boy called Circus Terror. That's the 5th. So 5 Marvel Boy stories.
Okay.
They're only like 4 5-6 pages each.
All that for
so
35 cents, kids.
It may reprint all of those stories.
Or the dollar I
That's
paid.
right.
Dollar I paid at the comic show I went
to. Back. Yeah.
All right. So, yes, a lot coming up. Again, we're going to be Wonder Vonless for a few weeks here, but have some fun with some Marvel Boy. And like I said, in 2 episodes, we get like 2 Fantastic Four episodes. 1975 Fantastic Four.
Yes. I think by Roy Thomas and who did
Roy
the art
Thomas,
on
writer and editor.
I think Roy Thomas was the writer,
guest artist George Perez. Yes.
Oh, that's right. I should have remembered that.
Because he's from 75. He would go on to Pencil Teen
Awesome.
Titans.
In the early 80s, and then Avengers. Nobody's ever heard of them.
If you, I swear, like in the 80s, if you needed especially DC, if you needed like a huge group, like a group shot, you got Perez. Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So should we get out of here? Rest your vocal cords. We're going to have a lot of reading to do next week.
You bet.
All right. So send your thoughts on all of that. We gave you a lot of homework. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the trying to say 2 things at once. Follow the Quantum Zone and Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow the YouTube channel. Everything you can find all in one convenient place. Links just all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors: Tweaked Audio, Hunt to Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And when you buy the books or your comics or your toilet paper or pretty much everything these days on Amazon, use the link for Southgate Media Group. It's in the show notes for the podcast, the YouTube video. So yeah, scroll down and send some money to Rob Southgate, because believe it or not, these things do cost money.
Go back and look at my history, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong. I get so much right.
Thank you, Rob. All right, Matt Kona, what are you watching on TV these days? I mean, where can people find you?
You can find me watching TV at Matt Kona. MATTKONA. Find me on Facebook. I've been having some pretty fun discussions the last couple of days, asking people what their first movie they saw in a theater as a kid was, and today I asked what their first R-rated movie in a theater was. I don't know, but I'm having some fun interacting with that, distracting me from the horrors of reality and everyday life.
If the price was right, could people book you for a comedy gig over like Zoom or something?
I'm a Get Vocal exclusive, so Zoom, no price for that. But yeah, if you want to, sure. Yeah. I'm around.
All right. So Will Allred, Master of Quantum Zone, where can people find your work?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED in Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and probably Instagram, although I rarely ever go there. But you can also find my work, Diary of Night, diaryofnight.com, which is my self-published book of a graphic novel, if I want to sound pretentious. And then you can also find all kinds of cool stuff about Quasar at
I'll put it in my name,
which is quantumzone.org.
But yeah, go check out the website. But hey, people, go pick up Diary of Night. I mean, there's no new comics, Again, discover something new. All right, everyone.
Sounds good to me.
Again, thank you for joining us. And let's do that. Another war. Last couple months, wars, Galactic Storm.
We survived another war.
Lost Quasar along the way, but he'll be back in a few weeks. But until then, always some wacky Marvel Boy adventures. Yeah.
Punisher action.
Hey, can you be your partner? And Quasar returns. Bandless. Spoilers. Oh man, wait till Ray starts reading this stuff.
What? Yeah, it's like what? And HD? What?
Oh, now Thor's Thunderstrike. All right, zoners, do your homework. Come back next week, and remember, keep it quantum.